Is America unknowingly constructing an invisible barrier not made of concrete, but of receipts? Let's peel back the layers and see why the American dream now comes with an entrance fee. The $442 gate before the journey even begins. Thinking of visiting the US? Prepare $442. Not for airfare, but just to start the process. Beginning October 2025, the United States will impose a new $250 visa integrity fee, raising the total amount needed for a standard tourist visa to roughly $440. For many families, that's equivalent to half a month's income. For people from India, Vietnam, Brazil, and other countries without visa waiver privileges, this is essentially a tax on aspiration. Picture a middle-class family in India planning a vacation to America. 4 visa applications alone cost nearly $800 before including interview fees, paperwork costs, and months of waiting. What once symbolized America, the Statue of Liberty, open arms, increasingly feels replaced by a tense, exam-like interview. Welcome to America, slowly transformed into, justify your entry. The American dream is turning into a theme park. A pricey ticket at the door, followed by additional charges for every single experience. But this hits more than tourists. A decline in foreign visitors hurts everyday Americans. The Uber driver in New York, the hotel worker in Vegas, the vendor in Florida. Every 35 international travelers sustain one job. Fewer visitors, fewer jobs. So the real question is America protecting itself, or selling access to the very dream it advertises? The overpowered dollar, a barrier built from exchange rates. A strong dollar sounds like a national victory until you see its side effects. In 2025, the dollar reached a 5-year high against the euro and yen. Americans celebrated cheaper trips to Europe and bargain-priced wine. But for foreign travelers, the strong dollar feels like a "keep out" sign at America's gate. A French tourist admitted, "We dreamed of driving through the Grand Canyon. But when hotel prices doubled, we booked Portugal instead. Sun, ocean, and no fear of the credit card bill." A €3,000 trip transforms into nearly €4,000. And the moment they exchange currency at the airport, they already sense the burn. This isn't just economics, it's symbolism. A dollar too strong makes America appear too proud, too pricey, too distant. $7 lattes, $80 dinners, Broadway tickets equal to a month's salary in some countries. The dollar, once the passport to the American dream, is turning into a shimmering financial wall. People still admire America. Touching it, however, has become too costly. Inflation, the quiet thief behind the scenes. 2 burgers and 2 beers, $40. Not at a high-end restaurant, just a regular cafe in New York. A French traveler joked, maybe the burger includes a citizenship application. Inflation doesn't shout, it steals silently. Travel costs in the US have soared 25 to 30% in just 4 years. New York hotel averages $280 a night. Las Vegas, $240, a jump of more than 18% since 2022. Even a classic American breakfast has been upgraded to a luxury commodity. Labor, electricity, fuel, taxes, everything is climbing. And unlike Europe, which reduced tourism taxes and supported small businesses after the pandemic, the US simply said, "Let the market figure it out." And the market did, by shifting burden to consumers. A Korean traveler confessed, "I dreamed of pancakes and bacon. Now I grab Starbucks and walk past diners." Tourists complain. Americans sigh. Welcome to our everyday reality. The bold, big life America tourists once came for is still big. But only in the bill total. A vicious cycle where the price list itself becomes the warning sign. A frosty reception, when entry procedures feel like ice walls. Ask a European tourist what stands out about flying to America. They won't mention Broadway. They'll describe endless immigration queues, harsh neon lighting, a stern voice asking, "What's the purpose of your visit?" The US visa process has become a global endurance test. Even after securing a visa, the airport awaits with Part 2, TSA. Security interrogations, fingerprints, body scanners, attitude evaluations. A German traveler said, They asked me 15 questions to enter Los Angeles. In Thailand, they just say, welcome. The contrast reveals a cultural gap. Elsewhere, tourists are guests. In America, tourists feel like potential threats. After the pandemic, nations restarted tourism with warmth. Japan rebuilt its hospitality image. Spain eased entry for Asian travelers. Canada promoted safe, simple, open. The US maintained high alert. Not closed, just cold. This unintended strategy works frighteningly well. Billions spent on Visit USA campaigns. Yet the first real interaction at immigration is a skeptical stare. Who needs a wall when paperwork already scares people off? What if America simply doesn't care anymore? Maybe America isn't panicking about losing global tourists. Because it doesn't rely on them. Americans spend over $1.2 trillion on domestic travel each year. Nearly twice what international tourists contribute. Vegas remains packed. Disney stays sold out. Flights between states are full. From a policymaker's perspective, why offer discounts to strangers when locals keep everything afloat? This mindset is deeply American. If it isn't broken for us, why fix it? But it is breaking slowly and quietly. When a country becomes self-sufficient, it risks forgetting how to remain attractive to the world. People still say, I want to visit the US once in my life. But the word once has become literal, not sentimental. American tourism isn't collapsing in flames. It's quietly dimming, one empty seat at a time. One early shop closing, one lost job. So let me ask you, do you think America is truly expensive? Or simply more distant? And if you were making policy decisions, how would you make America feel welcoming again?